on hold position. Definitely should not be on hold position. That's not where you want to be in life as an overlord, getting harassed and killed by Corsairs and having your master tell you, no, sit and die. Anyways, huge attack forces for both players. I'm going to have to say, though, with the unit composition, that Bisu definitely has the advantage here. We're having those Archons, having those Storms, and having the Zealots. Not a lot of Dragoons, no Dragoons, actually, in the mix here, which would not be effective, not to mention the DTs. There's 2 DTs with that army as well. So Bisu in a sexy position here. Going to be able to Storm, Zealot, Blade, and just... what is that move that the Archons do? Like, ball of light or something like that. Just ball his light into victory, his way into victory here. So, yeah, there's Corsairs, there's Reavers, and a shuttle. I'm going to call this Corsair Reaver coming out from Bisu. Late game, Corsair Reaver to go with, you know, his main army. No big deal. But Dark Archon also, another one out in the field here. He upgraded Maelstrom. He might as well use it, especially against Ultralisks. It's going to be extremely effective here. So, yeah, we're going to see if Bisu can just hold his advantage here and just push on in. Not a whole lot of action happening here, just a lot of posturing. We're going to have to see. It looks like Plague maybe. Yeah, Plague going off across 5. Oh, actually getting really lucky there, catching a DT in the mix as well. So he's going to be able to see that DT and possibly take it down. Another Plague coming in, taking hitting a whole bunch of Zealots there. And it looks like, wow, that Dark Archon looks so badass with that Plague on him. He's like red with a red core. I think he's going to want to Maelstrom this. Nah, he's got enough forces there. He doesn't need to Maelstrom anything. It looks like an epic drop, though. He's going to come in here. 7 Overlords. He's going to move across the field here. And I think he's going for the main. He's going to go for the production facilities of Bisu. However, Bisu is going to take down yet another mining base for the Zerg player here. The Zerg player still has all his tech up, but I don't think that it's going to be... that's really what he needs right now. He needs those mining bases. That's what the Zerg is all about, man. Mining things out, going planet to planet, just sucking it dry. So, yeah, really unfortunate here. A nice drop, though, going in the main here. And let's see if he's going to be able to do anything with it. Bisu going to have to retreat some forces. A whole bunch of blue. More blue than orange in the main base here. Just wreaking havoc all over the main. However, it looks like Bisu is going to walk his way up the ramp and take out the main of the Zerg player as well. Now throwing down some more gateways, and it looks like Bisu is just going to completely reposition himself, just reestablish himself in a different base. A lot of gateways going down, however, so production is going to be halted. However, why do you need to produce when you have a maxed out army like Bisu has right here, taking down the Ultralisk Den? He's going to take down that Greater Spire. He's going to take down the spawning pool, the hive, the Defiler Mound. He's going to get everything. And a whole bunch of pylons going up here as well. Yeah, having lost all those, I completely forget about the fact that Protoss players need pylons to in order to produce. But just because, I don't know, they put them down anyways. They don't waste larva. They don't waste SCV build time. They don't waste building space. Oh, and luckily, actually, we do see here that the Ultralisk Cavern did go up in the background for Hero in the meantime, so he did get his Ultralisk Cavern up before the Hive went down. So he's not going to be in too rough of shape. He is going to be mining off of only 2 bases, but I do think that that's going to be all right. Kind of. No, not really. He's pretty much going to get wiped off the face of the earth. So, yeah, Bisu just being a macro fiend, throwing his units away when he needed to, sending them into bases, and a drop coming off across here. I'm not sure why he didn't just walk down that ramp there. Maybe just to be a little bit more cost-effective, dropping right on top of the cannons rather than just walking into them. So, yeah, that natural's going to go down there. Not that there was anything there. However, it does look like this is kind of interesting. It looks like a little bit of a reset here. Both players are now on 2 bases, and funny enough, they've just completely drained pretty much the left side of the map. Aside from that 9 o'clock position and Hero's natural, they've drained their mains and Bisu's natural. Excuse me. So, yeah, it looks like they're just going to reset on the opposite side of the map, in which case I'm going to have to say that puts the Zerg behind, because the Zerg, you need to Zerg, man. Zergs need to Zerg. They need to live. They need to spread. They need to spread their beautiful, disgusting, acid-spitting wings and just explore the map and just dominate it and take it over and just mine it all out. A bunch of shuttles out in the field now as well. I'm not sure if there are still units in those overlords for a drop. Not sure where he would necessarily drop at this point. There are cannons all over everything, and I don't think there are enough units in that drop to be able to come out with anything effective here. Bisu, I think his next option here is just to walk into that third base, right there on the in the 3 o'clock position, completely undefended as we're seeing here. Only 2 drones mining there as well. So I mean, Bisu, he's not really going to be he's not going to be up against much resistance whatsoever. So yeah, let's see. We're going to have to see how this goes. I'm going to have to say that Bisu is definitely far in the lead here. He had some really nice counters, and oh, his drop is getting spotted there by observers. So not looking too good for Hero. I was going to say our hero, but yeah, not necessarily. I'm getting drained, guys, not going to lie. Doing a whole bunch of games here, kind of draining me out here. Got my water, so it's alright. Big ball of Archons, big ball of Zealots, as well as some DTs and some HTs walking across here, and Bisu now taking his third. This really is like a big reset. It's like a reset, except for Bisu also had an army to go with it. Oh, big storm going off there. Suicide Storm, the Martyr, the Martyr HT there. Hero just killing himself, and just way too many Zealots. Yeah, that's what usually happens late game, is if the Protoss player just produces way too many Zealots and there's not really any units you can produce to deal with it. You really want some kind of air units or lurkers, but yeah, it's way too immovable, this ball of Bisu. So yeah, don't see this going very well, as well as Reavers. I mean, there's every tech unit you could ever want on the field for Bisu right now, and he sends a Zealot over to that third base. I think Hero needs to recognize the kind of desperate position that he's in right now. Bisu is completely capable of taking any base on the map that he wants and just defending it with his army. Usually it's the Zerg player that can run over the army of the Protoss, and the Protoss got to pick their spots and this and that. But yeah, that's just not the case. I mean, Reavers, oh, really nice though, really nice pick off there, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. There's a second Reaver in there to reinforce. A lot of cannons going up, a lot of buildings just to cluster things up, make it really difficult for even a drop to go off there. Simsideu is still up. He's got to pick off that one evolution chamber, so it's a little bit less of a Simsideu, but good enough, right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting drained after all of this this talking. This is a long freaking game, and I just went match to match. But anyways, here it comes. Big push. Gonna push across. He's actually accidentally, I think, tricking some units in through that hatchery. Some Zealots are just tricking through that hatchery. And oh, a big Maelstrom going off across. 3 Ultralisk and getting stormed as well. Double stormed. So we're going to have to see, wow, a lot of Ultralisk getting Maelstrom. 2 more on the opposite side getting stormed completely to death. And this is what I was talking about those storms. It's just they just rape Ultralisk so hard. And, like, all those Ultralisks are completely damaged now. BC just needs to send out some pity force. Like, absolutely none of those Ultralisks aren't red on their bio scans. Yeah, look at all of those red and blue and just dying Ultralisks there. A Spire is now coming up. I'm not sure what Hero's going to look to do with that Spire, but you might as well have it, right? Maybe produce some Scourge, take down some shuttles or something like that. However, I don't think it's going to be cost-effective at this point in the game. Yeah, and Bisu just recognizes the position that he's in, recognizes that all those Ultralisks are going to be damaged, pushes out with a couple Zealots, and now the Defiler's Mount is going to come up again as well. Not necessarily sure that that's going to be that effective either. I do, however, want to point out the fact that Bisu is now only mining off of the main and the natural of that.